Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So I'm going to go out and do some brush hogging with my 8-foot Land Pride bush hog. But before I do that, I'm going to sharpen the blades up. And I just pulled it around here with the Coyote tractor and then lifted the thing up. But once I decided I was going to kind of reach under it, what I've got is I've got a chain around it to the front of it, and these hooks are hooked on well. And so it's being held up by the Coyote tractor. And then for safety, I went ahead and brought my 35G out, and I've got a chain around it also holding it up that way. So these hydraulics are locked, and like I said, I'm also not going to get underneath this thing, but I'm going to go ahead and sharpen these blades up. And I actually thought I've only used this mower once, but I didn't get it, you know, it's not brand new, so I didn't know what it had been used on before or anything. So I thought, well, maybe the blades are okay. When I looked under here, it definitely needs sharpened. So this one's been eating wood somewhere. So we'll sharpen all these up. All right, so let's see if we can grind this up. Wow, that's really beat up. I might have to go get the actual electric sharpener. It's getting there. It's just severely bent and beat up. So that looks like the worst one of them though. So I'm gonna go get my other grinder. This one's not really. All right, I love that little DeWalt grinder, but I think I need a little more power. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Bosch. And also I went ahead and got a face shield. Well, there we go. So here's a good example. This one's not too bad, but it has this spot right here that's bent up. So I was going to clean that edge up, and I think I've got the other cutting edge pretty well shaped. So let's see what we can do with this one. Pretty good. Let me do just a little bit more. And these things aren't like lawnmower blades, have a lot steeper or shallower angle. These are kind of blunt.
Oh, okay.
But they should be a little sharper than they are. I think that will do it. All right, let's get this last one done. Okay, so on that one, because it's not beat up, I was able to follow the exact contour, and that's cleaned up real nice. I hope you can see, it's kind of dark under here. There you go. A little bit of light. So that one is ready to cut. And like I said, the contour you're looking for is not like a lawnmower blade, but if you can find a blade that has not been beat up, you can see the contour. Okay, and the last one. Got the shield down. All right, I think that'll do it. So let's get this thing on the ground and we'll get it hooked up. All right, so let's get this thing set on the ground. So what I'm going to do is first I'll lower the bucket on the excavator a little bit and take that chain off and get it out of the way. And then I'll lower it down with the tractor. All right, so let's bring in the International and get it hooked up to go mow. All right, so we're going to take the 1086 along with the Land Pride RCR 2596, which is an 8-foot rotary cutter. And we're going to go over and cut the lake. The reason I'm using this cutter instead of the 10-foot John Deere bush hog that I've got that did a great job is there are a few places where there's some willow trees that had grown up, and I want to be able to lift this up and set them on it. And I can do that easier with a 3-point hitch mounted mower than I can with a pull behind. All right, so we're gonna go here and mow. I went ahead and walked around the tractor. I've got good air pressure. I checked the oil, it's good. I checked the fluid level, it's good. And we've got plenty of fuel. So let's go over there. It's about 4 miles down the road. Okay, and since it's about 4 miles down the road, I've got plenty of water. I've got a fire extinguisher. Maggie built me this tray to keep stuff in, so I've got some work gloves. I've got 2 more waters and another fire extinguisher. All right, so not to say that nothing can happen, but it's better to be prepared for it. And the reason I'm using this tractor is this air conditioner works phenomenally. So let's mow. Okay, and I've got some other stuff I probably ought to be doing, but if you look at this extended forecast, we've got rain every day for a week coming up, and we've had several weeks of dry weather, so I'm gonna go get this mowed right now before this next rain comes in here. All right, we're flying now. This is 4th gear high. And I'll tell you what, this thing does drive better with that 10-foot John Deere bush hog behind it, I think, just because it's got 2 wheels on the ground. That one's just kind of floating back there, and it adds a little bit to the shakiness and a wobbleness of this big old tractor. Now this is what this tractor is used to. Horns as high as the roof. That's pretty cool. Well, I'd say sharpening that definitely helped a lot. We don't expect it to be looking like yard. We just want to keep the biggest stuff knocked down. My marker, I just need to not hit it. Missed it. Excellent. All right, so that wasn't too bad. There were a couple little wet spots. You can see right in the middle of the field, I think right about there. There's a spot where my tires dug in, and then cutting along that drainage ditch for that field, it was pretty wet in there, and some of those willows were pretty good size. I didn't realize they were quite that big, but I went over some that were about 4 inches, and the Land Pride 8-foot rotary cutter seemed to eat them up. So where I stopped was the edge of the creek or little ditch, and I could go on the other side and get them. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. I actually don't own that ditch, but we're friends with a farmer that does, so I'm sure he won't mind. But this is the area that I couldn't mow the last time I was here with a 10-footer. And then honestly, at this point, I'd be better off with a 10-footer because I've just got basically straight runs to do. But I've got this area down here that I don't think even today I could have probably done with a bush hog or rotary cutter that I wasn't able to lift up. So the Land Pride did a great job, 8 foot. It's not too bad. So let's finish mowing this up, get out of here. And like I said, I think I was driving at the time, so I don't know if it came through, but the reason I'm mowing this today is we've got 7 days of rain in the forecast. And last time I was here, I almost got stuck right there. And like I said, it's dry enough today that I was pretty sure I wouldn't get stuck. So we're gonna get it done before it starts raining tonight. jumped out there. So this that I'm mowing is actually the old county road. And when the bridge went out, they just kind of let it go back to dirt. But there are a couple property owners behind me that, if they can use this, they don't drive across my dam. So I kind of like to keep it mowed at least. With that 10-foot bush hog is also a little smoother. This one kind of jars me around a little more. It's got to just be more weight on the rear tires. All right, I can't lie. I missed my 10-foot bush hog doing this part of this field. So I keep going. Okay, there's 8, there's 16, there's 24. Oh, I've been 30 already. It's still relaxing to mow, and I love this tractor. Anything I can do to drive it, I'm in. This thing is a beast. I love it. We'll see what kind of weird shots we can get. So the blade has quit spinning on this. right, and this is the last little strip. It's about 4 foot wide. I'll tell you what, mowing with this tractor is just so comfortable and nice. Like I said, it's hotter than heck outside right now. All these little bugs that keep flying out of this grass stuff inside this air conditioned cab, it's like you don't even know it. So appreciate you watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, drop us a like. We sure appreciate it, and it definitely helps the channel. And we also invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day and be safe.